What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another awesome video, and today is going to be a very different type of live collab because yesterday we tried this attempt and for some reason it's not working as well as we thought it would, but this is the only backup plan I had in mind. So we're trying a different attempt at a live collab and featuring my good viewer and good pal here, Brandon Williams. Introduce yourself, buddy.
Hello, hey everyone.
So, we tried this yesterday, and we're going to try this at a different attempt, or a different way of, like, a podcast type of way, which we tried to do yesterday, and we're going to try to do it in this type of format, where I have Brandon here on the call, and as we're discussing kind of topics, and a specific topic that he brought to my attention, which we went into yesterday, but for anyone that's new to this or didn't know of or didn't get the agenda or didn't get anything about like what happened yesterday, Brandon Williams a while back came to me with the idea and requested, hey, let's do a live collab. And he brought up to me a specific topic. We tried that yesterday, and for some reason it just didn't work. So we're going to try it this way, and hopefully you guys can hear me. And Brandon, you're more than welcome to check out what's going on in the chat and see if my audio is working fine, like on the stream's end. So we're just gonna, so I'm gonna, yeah. I see, how's it going there, Tom? Welcome, welcome. We're trying a second attempt at this live collab thing Brandon and I did. I know you appeared before, and for some reason the stream yesterday just didn't work, so this is our second attempt of doing it. Although, to many others, it'll probably be our first. So, this is just gonna be me. I'm gonna be free roaming while Brandon and I are gonna basically propose and give a proposition to, like, these types of live, like, podcast type of topics in a sense. So, the topic he presented to me was very interesting. And do you want to introduce it, or do you want me to get into it? And while we're discussing the topic, you guys are more than welcome to leave any comments, any questions, any suggestions, anything like that whatsoever. I do apologize if for anyone that did check out yesterday's podcast, I do apologize that it's unable to be seen at the moment for some odd reason. Most likely it will be deleted, but hey, I do apologize that that issue is happening. So you want to start the topic, or do you want me to introduce it, or you want to bring it up?
You can start the topic.
And you'll bring in your thoughts? And you'll bring in your thoughts?
Yes, I'll bring in my thoughts.
Alright, cool. So, he came with me with this topic, or this conversation about, so far it's not set in stone entirely, but there is a possibility that if and when Disney, in terms of Walt Disney World, like the parks, the theme parks, decide to add something new or do something a little different with Hollywood studios, some people, or a lot of fans, Walt Disney World, Disney alcoholics, Disney dorks, whatever people call themselves, like fan bases, fan pages of Walt Disney World and the theme parks and all that stuff, people are thinking of the possibility that if Disney's going to add something to Hollywood studios, they're going to replace Muppet Vision. And it's because of many reasons. One is the fact that the 3D, 4D kind of experience feel is kind of dead in the water a little bit. It's kind of just becoming extinct. It's not that very popular. It's not that common anymore. And it's literally in the middle of Galaxy's Edge and Star Tours. And also, for any viewers that are watching this, let me know if my audio is fine, everything's working out, if you can hear me, and if you can hear Brandon fine, let us know, and if there's an issue, I'll adjust some things, so there's a way I can fix that. But, so, it's literally smack in the middle between, like, all of Star Wars. So, that's where people are thinking, because it's that, and also there's not that many 3D, 4D theater experiences. Shrek 4D's gone at Universal, I think, or it's looking to be going away. If I'm wrong, any of you could fact check me on that, but I'm pretty sure Shrek 4D is either gone or it's looking to take its lead. So that's going away, and there's a few others that might go away, and the only one that will honestly stay is Mickey's for Hard Magic, because like Disney's not gonna get rid of that one. They have no need to get rid of that one because it's just timeless. But with the Muppet Vision, they have an opportunity to say, hey, we can put something Star Wars, or we can put something else there. But this is just stuff in the rumor mill. So there's a way we can prevent this, and there's many ways of preventing it. And what could they do, and what can be done? But I'm gonna hand off to Brandon for a moment. You let your thoughts, and then I'm gonna take in what you got, and then I'm gonna throw in what I think could possibly work too.
I'm not a big fan of Muppets. I did grow some of the Muppet variation, like Sesame Street, Muppet Babies, and Bear in the Book Stable House, and it would be a shame if they took one of the Muppet rides away, because one of the Muppet rides is very classic to many people. It's like a cult classic. The fact that it's just in the middle of a bunch of Star Wars rides, kind of, you know, kind of random. And I feel like they could add and put more Muppet rides to it. Like,
shoot, okay, I'm good. And honestly, I'm really not sure if I'll do any adventures. For anyone that is curious, I really won't. I'm really not sure, to be honest. I'm not trying to like interrupt you. I'm not trying to interrupt you. I'm just like adding that in. If anyone's like, "Are you gonna do any missions?" I'd be like, "I don't know. I'm just gonna just swing around."
Citizens are reminded that every waking moment of their life.
But yeah, my bad. You go on.
Yeah. So if they're able, so if they do put one Muppet ride,
Kang surveillance drone now approaching.
Do like they did with the other two Muppet rides, have all the Muppet characters just go on one giant huge adventure. I don't think Disney has the rights to Sesame Street in order to do that.
I don't think I know that either, to be honest. And hey, how's it going? Everything, nerd reviews. I'm doing really good. I'm glad you stopped by on the stream. This is gonna be like free roaming, kind of laid back stream of just a live collab with my viewer, Brandon Williams. He wanted to be featured on this live collab so we can talk about some topics that he was interested about
Back for more training, soldier.
About so we're going on about there's a possibility that Disney World might be getting rid of the Muppet Vision, and there's possibilities on why they're not doing it now, and if they do it, what can be either replaced, what could be a plan B, and all these other things. And any of you keep us like a little like posted if any of our audios are good or any of our audios aren't working. Like if you can't hear Brandon or if you can't hear me, let me know. Or if you can, let me know. That'd be great. I appreciate that.
Did you like,
maybe to that.
Did you like grow up like Sesame Street or Muppet Babies?
Kang spies with his digital eyes.
Did you like grow up with those or no?
Well, hang on a second. Oh, actually, before I forget, I almost forgot. I know I said this before earlier, but I'm gonna say this again to you. Happy birthday, Tom. I almost forgot. I wanted to also make it a shout out on this stream. Happy birthday to Tom, everybody. when you guys can.
Have first Tom.
Citizens are warned not to approach the Kang surveillance drone.
Well, let me think. I definitely had moments I grew up with Sesame Street because, like, no matter what age, it doesn't matter what era you grew up in, whether it was when Sesame Street first aired or when, let's say, the 90s or early 2000s or even now, because the Muppets, not the Muppets, but Sesame Street in general has been around for quite a bit. So I remember having a fair share of seeing Sesame Street. I would say that a little bit. I was almost at the right time for Brand to make the house because it was, I think it just finished or it just canceled back in like the early 2000s, if I remember. So I was right smack in the middle when it was almost finished with its era of its series, and I found the Muppet Babies years later. Like, I heard about the Muppet Babies years later, and what was funny was I remember I made a comparison years later when I first heard about Muppet Babies. I thought, so was this Disney or was this Jim Henson trying to say, hey, let's do that Baby Looney Tunes thing, but with our Muppet characters? Like, am I the only one that remembers the Baby Looney Tunes?
Came out in the 80s.
No,
Baby Looney Tunes didn't.
I know, but I'm
like
saying,
right?
I don't remember, but I'm saying my little younger self thought that was that the reason. Like, did Looney Tunes say, hey, we're gonna do that same Muppet Baby idea, but with Looney Tunes, or did Disney or Jim Henson go, hey, let's do that Baby Looney Tunes thing, but with the Muppets? Like, one or the other must have borrowed, or not copycatted per se, but kind of almost copied and pasted a little.
I picked up a crime taking place near your location.
But my point I'm making is I knew of both shows when I first heard about Muppet Babies, and I was like, oh, like, this is actually a thing. Like, it's kind of cute. It's actually kind of fun. And it wasn't just like, it didn't feel like just for kids sort of thing, which I think that kind of was I guess, the better aspect of it. I don't know.
I would say that the Muppets are still relevant because of Sesame Street. Not so much as current in them. It's much more because of Sesame Street, because
I mean, I guess that's partially it, but I think the Muppets have been around, like, I don't know if the Muppets have, I wouldn't say the Muppets have been around longer, but they've had more of an impact maybe for, not just because, for Sesame Street, I think it's kids that it has more of an impact on, because that's the point. It's mostly meant to leave an impact for younger kids. You're younger, like, for any people that have kids, like, it's meant for your, like, any kids, like, young toddlers, whatever you guys have, or I'm just saying people in general. I'm not saying any of you have kids, but I'm just saying this in general, like, for any parents, like, it's more, like, for any of their children, they had raised them on Sesame Street. For the Muppets, it was more, they're more,
Power on.
hold on. I lost the speaker. My speaker disconnected.
Power on.
Alright.
Bluetooth connected.
Do bear in mind, folks, my speaker for some odd reason will disconnect even though it's not like the battery's dead or anything. So that's how I have Brandon here, is I have him on a call and I have him on speaker. So for some reason my speaker will literally like just turn on and off. So for the Muppets, I think it's more, it has more relevance to a bigger audience because it's not just for kids, it was for adults, it's for young adults, it's for anyone that literally is probably I don't know if well, not necessarily like an elder age, but I mean like anyone could enjoy the Muppet Show.
It can be also for both like adults and kids. It doesn't have to be like a kindergarten or preschool. It could be for both adults and kids.
I suppose, but they do address a lot of adult situations, which I remember when I first like started realizing the messages and sort of the things they dropped in that show. I was like, wow. Okay, I was like, they kind of went there. I mean, it's not like super dark or super like serious, but it's like, wow, that's something that actually addressed for kids. Like a heavy topic, not a dark topic, a heavy topic.
Has addressed divorce, racism, bullying.
They're doing that now with like a lot more diverse Muppets or diverse characters on Sesame Street. Because there's one that even I think she's deaf.
Like more diverse characters on Sesame Street, stuff like that.
Like I know it has nothing to do with diversity, but
like an autism puppet.
Autism, that's what it is. I thought there was either one that was autism or it was. I remember something I'm hearing about, and I'm like, wow, okay.
Spotted a crime taking place in your area if you aren't too busy.
But yeah, I would say both shows can resonate with a younger and older audience, but I feel the Muppets were a little more for the older crowd. Like kids can watch it and be fine with it, but like the show, the movies you can do the same thing. But the show, like the '80s show, the '90s show, had that more like tongue-in-cheek humor a little bit. That was like low-key under kids' like noses, and the adults got like it was like little hidden jokes like that. Like when you watch a show, like when you're younger, and you're like, oh, you didn't get a joke, and you're like, oh, that was funny because of such and such. And then when you're older, you're like, damn, they were making fun of that, or they just made that joke. Okay, that's how the Muppets were in the '80s a little bit. They were a little more like a little bit not harsher, but they had like that. There was a bit of not crudeness. What's the word I'm looking for? They had like that criticism to each other a little bit. I don't know. Like obviously they're known for being optimistic, but there was something about them, like when they not that they insulted each other, but when they made fun of one another, in that funny way, not in that harsh way, that cynical way, if that makes sense. But getting back to kind of like the thing at hand. So one thing which Brandon, you do bring up a great proposition for if they just have
tampering
the
with
entire
a
like
surveillance
Jim
drone
Henson
is
thing,
a punishable
if they can
offense.
get a whole Jim Henson thing going on, would be fantastic. It'd be hard to pull off because of the rights with the Sesame Street. I have no idea how Disney would require them. I don't know if they even own them, but they still own the Muppets. Bear in the Big Blue House is something they had back in the day. I don't know if they are still able to even like recover from the Disney vault, but hey, more power to them if they do, in my opinion. However, I think one way we can save this show, and the reason why we should save this show is because not only is it, like Brandon said here, it is kind of a classic, it is a little bit of a cult classic, sort of, but also it's one of the very few rare remains of like Jim Henson Productions. Like it's one of the last few things of the Jim Henson production that was ever made by Jim Henson himself. Like that was made and crafted by Jim himself. So to save it per se, yeah, you can go on a whole big petition, which if it comes in that circumstance, great. But what is it? One way I think they should be able to save it is how they can not replace this. Like just keep it where it is. So let's say if and when they touch on Hollywood Studios, because and the reason why I emphasize on if and when is because Disney right now is not focused on Hollywood Studios, and that can maybe hopefully leave people a little bit relieved, because they're not going to aim for Hollywood Studios right now because they're more focused about their 50th anniversary, and therefore they're worried about getting the Tron ride fixed and ready for this year, but this summer or this fall. It's either this summer or this fall. They have their Epcot Overhaul that's going to be either finished by this year, if not into next year, with its, if I remember, I'm trying to think, there's Future World, there's World Showcase, there's like World Environment, there's World Creation, there's like all sorts of different worlds they actually are going to label them, or title each section. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember them all. Anyone that wants to fact check me or wants to like look them up, you're more than welcome to, because I can't remember them. I know there's one where there's gonna be a Moana little section. There's gonna be the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, the Cosmic Rewind coaster, which that's gonna be part of World Explore or World Creation or something, where we're exploring space or exploring galaxies or exploring future or exploring something. I can't remember. I can't remember if my life depended on it. But they're more worried about that, and they're worried, and their next thing afterwards would be they're looking to add some to Animal Kingdom. So Disney's pretty much preoccupied with things. So what could quote unquote be replaced, not in the Muppet vision, but something else can go away from Hollywood Studios. That kind of is just in the middle of nowhere. It's in the middle of an odd section, and it wouldn't be really that much missed. And that's the launch bay. Like the Star Wars launch bay. Like literally, it's almost when you guys walk in, like if you've gone to Hollywood Studios, it's almost like right there. Like once you walk into the center, walk there a little bit, you go to your right, there's literally the launch bay. And it's just a gift shop. I mean, granted, there are props and there are like replicas of props and costumes and things from the movies, and you can character meet and greet with some of the characters from The Force Awakens, or I should say the new trilogy, and even like some of the older trilogy, because I know you can still do Chewbacca. But, so I know there's other stuff there, but other than that, if you can just literally move the character meet and greets over by Galaxy's Edge and over by Star Tours, it wouldn't be any different. It's literally just a sitting down theater, which it's a great experience. It's cool to just watch this whole big, like, basically celebration of Star Wars. But minus that, it's just a gift shop you can literally just go into, and it doesn't have anything different compared to, say, Galaxy's Edge or Star Tours. So it's not like it's anything new. So you could just literally get rid of the launch bay. And I have nothing against it, but I'm kind of like arguing a little bit in a way. I'm not necessarily like arguing in a sense of yelling, but like more like arguing in the sense of a debate that you could get rid of that attraction and everything would be fine. I don't think anyone would really miss it. It's smack in the middle of when you first walk in to the little section with the what is it? The Disney Junior and the Little Mermaid and all those like shows they have there. So, there is a video that Brandon had shown me, and I'll leave this link in the description for the original video, but the video kind of gave a really interesting option of having an attraction there, Muppet themed and Muppet based, in the middle, like basically
looks like some trouble is brewing where you are.
Scrap
like a magnet for this stuff,
the launch bay and replace and what you can replace with it is literally, well, I mean, you could literally have anything there, but if you want to keep it puppet themed, and I say puppet theme in quotes because you have the little Disney Junior section with which they use a lot of puppeteering, the Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast shows, live shows, stage productions. There are some characters that require puppets, so there's our people that puppeteer. So if you want to keep a puppet theme going on, what they could do, and this is what the video was going into, was there was a canceled attraction that when Disney first did Hollywood Studios called The Great Muppet Ride. And it was literally when they first made the Great Movie Ride, and next to the Great Movie Ride, they would have had the Great Muppet Ride. And it basically would have taken the same premise as the Great Movie Ride, but basically kind of putting the Muppets in those movie scenarios. So kind of like how you see those movies like Muppet Christmas Carol, Muppet Treasure Island, the Muppet Wizard of Oz. Is there any others I'm forgetting? I think that's it. There's only the three they did that were like kind of movie based. But that's how they can do. That's how they're going to do the Muppet Ride, was have the Muppets in those old movies like Alien, The Wizard of Oz, like movies and actors with like Humphrey Bogart, Marilyn Monroe, James Brolin, all sorts of like people that I'm hoping you guys know. Doesn't matter if you're older than me, younger than me, I hope you guys know these names. But jokes aside, although I do hope you guys know who I'm talking about. They were gonna have Muppet animatronics where they'd be replacing basically those people, like when you take the scene from Alien, instead of there being Sigourney Weaver, you would maybe have, say, Miss Piggy or oh, Janice or one of the female Muppets would be like in that place, and then maybe one of the xenomorphs is risen or something. I don't know. But you get the idea. Insert Muppets into movie scenes or movies basically, and that was the idea. They scrapped it because they thought ride. We have a ride where you're looking at the history of cinema, and I don't know what happened. I lost my web. But so they could do that now, since the Great Movie Ride's been replaced by the Mickey Runaway Railroad. They could just bring back the Great Movie Ride, and I hope my audio's good, because I just want to double check. And give me a second here, Brandon. Hold on a second, folks. Okay, just want to double check on something. Okay, hang on. One more second. Okay. Just needed a moment because someone was trying to call me. So I was going to call her back. But
ignorance is
okay, so now you can basically have that attraction now that the quote Great Movie Ride's gone, and you can quote bring back the Great Movie Ride.
Think you can get to it?
And like I said, guys, let me know if there's any audio issues or if you can hear me fine. Just a double check, a chat check. And if you can hear Brandon fine, let me know. And also, Brandon, feel free to let me know if anything is working fine on your end too.
They could like have like Muppet session, like a Muppet theme park playing, like a Muppet session, because like parades and
so like a Muppet meet and greet kind of ish.
Yeah, they could do like sessions. Just like out Orlando, San Diego, and well, like theme parks, parades, great stuff.
That'd be interesting. Hold on. Oh, that's right. There we go. There, that's fine. I was trying to turn back the speaker, and I was trying to turn the speaker back on, and then all of a sudden in the process I died, but that's fine. Well, that'd be really kind of cool. That'd be kind of interesting for any like super fans of the Muppets that want that. But would you have them be the puppets, or would you have them be like the actual people in costumes? Because back in like the early stages of Hollywood studios, they actually had people you could take pictures with as Kermit, as Fozzie, as Miss Piggy, and so forth. They literally had that. They even had a little show, I think, going on too. A little stage. So, I mean, like, would you do the actual people suits? Which, I forgot. I'll send you those photos of how they look for the costumes. They're not bad, it's just they actually look kind of practical. It's kind of cool. But would you do that, or would you do the actual puppets? Like, actual people puppeting them?
Words to that effect.
I mean, they could be
Can
like
you
the
believe
walk-around
some
characters,
people don't stay
like
up to
they
date
do,
with all
like,
the
at
latest
Sesame
Hydra
Street
Pet
theme
regulations?
Right.
How embarrassing for them.
I mean, either one would kind of work. Let's see here. Muppet character.
Did you
Actually, I
hear
don't know
that
if actually not
exclusive sushi
Muppets.
shop
Let me just
is
put it
just
Disney
letting
World. Let's
any
try
old
that.
riffraff in nowadays?
Because I know it's
That
got to be a
place
thing
has really
somewhere.
gone downhill.
Oh my gosh, these are really old. Wow. Hold up. So, like, something like, well, you guys aren't going to see this, but I'm going to show Brandon if I can send it. So, something like that, and kind of like, if I can get the freaking photo to scroll and stuff, and come on.
Ah!
I don't care if I'm blocking a road. I'm in the middle of something. Like,
Yeah, I actually seen these.
oh, you have?
Yes. What is Kermit staring at?
I don't know. It's just a photo. Don't read into it. It's just a photo. He's just posing for the camera. Don't read into it.
Did you hear that exclusive sushi shop is just letting any old riffraff in
Just don't read into it, guys. Don't read into it. Whatever it is, don't read into it. I hope that my audio is working fine. Anyone else that's in the chat, welcome. Feel free to leave any comments, any suggestions.
Wait a sec. Maybe blocking out the sun is something we should reconsider.
I think there's another one. I can't find the photo exactly because it's not on my phone, and plus I don't know where this actual photo is. But I actually have a physical photo of like my parents when they first went to one of the few times when they first went to Hollywood Studios back in like their honeymoon, I want to say. They actually got a picture with Kermit the Frog or one of the little Muppet characters like that. And I'm like, it's actually kind of cool. And I think they used to have, when you first walk in, there's a film reel of Hollywood Studios. When you first walk by the gates, there's a film reel. And there used to be a little picture, like a default stock photo of like some person taking pictures with Miss Piggy. Like an actual person dresses as Miss Piggy, like a character.
Ignorance is strength.
Well, that's kind of cool.
It's actually cool. You have all the Muppet characters. You have a Donald Show and Minnie in the background.
Yeah, I can't remember the rabbit's name. They have the rabbit, they had Fozzie, like Gonzo. They might have had maybe one or two the Electric Mayhem. I wanted to say the Electric Company. I'm like, no, that's a show. Wrong show. But they could either one works, but do you have a preference?
Those awful Avengers, they ruined our best Baron Simon statue.
I feel like either one works, or they could.
Or President Sola. I can't decide which one I love the most. Oh, what am I saying?
Meet and greet would be kind of cool.
Sola.
But
Definitely President Sola.
I think with the that's kind of new. That's kind of cool. I didn't realize that. I literally went to see like my thing live, and I like that my little profile shows that it says I'm live, which is kind of a new neat feature I've noticed with YouTubers. And Epic Sans, what's going on, man? What's happening? We got a live collab for you guys.
It was all.
Got a live collab with you guys.
Oh man, I'm going down.
You guys are more than welcome to let us know how's it going, what's going on
to
now.
that
Map
effect.
quiz. Oh, that's what's happening with you. Oh, good luck with that.
What have
Good
the
luck with that,
Avengers got
man.
against Kang? What's the problem with the regimented rule anyway?
But I'm trying to think here. Wait, hold on a second. I shouldn't be. Oh, right, I'm not blocking. Oh no, that actually does be.
Can you believe some people
I have
don't stay up
those
to date
Discord
with all the
servers I was
latest
telling you about.
Hydra regulations?
It's like
How
it'll
embarrassing
literally
for them.
automatically say that. Oh, you're live. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. We're just going on like these little like podcast type sort of topics, and so Brandon Williams wanted to talk
that
about it with
exclusive
me on
sushi
this
shop is
video.
just letting
And
any
we tried
old
this
riffraff
yesterday.
in
It didn't work out so well, and I mean it worked out okay, but it had a few bugs. I don't know if it was really bugs. It was just like things got in the way here and there. Number one, and two, it still hasn't uploaded since yesterday, which makes 0 sense. But hey,
I have an urgent request from Madam Hydra.
Uploaded now, I'm just gonna delete it, and this will be thingy. And I saw like a little person want to talk to me, I think. But getting back on kind of on track a little, I think that'd be possible, like having a little meet and greet thing, or if we got like kind of like a Muppet, Great Muppet, like attraction or Great Muppet ride. And heck, who's to say that they can't even? Who's to say that they can't do it now? Because what they could do for two reasons is, with how many movies Disney owns, they could still do a lot of those like rides, like kind of update the quote great movie ride, and just have it be to the stuff they own. They can literally take some of the Fox properties that they own, because they own, like, they can keep Alien.
They own the Simpsons.
Alien. They have Alien. They can keep Alien in the attraction. It's literally, like, it's owned by Fox, so Disney owns Fox. That's under their belt. They could add. Oh, for some reason I couldn't. They could, like, add a lot of their properties, like, in terms of they want to add some of their Disney films, they want to add some of their Star Wars properties, they want to add Marvel stuff. Like, think about the possibilities, like how funny it would be seeing the Muppets in situations like, say,
I'm telling
you have the Muppets
Search
in the
Heroes
Avengers,
Rest
or they're in Star Wars. Although they could do Star Wars, they did have Mark Hamill guest star on the Muppet Show, so it's not like it's not like the Muppets aren't too shy of doing a Star Wars themed Muppet thing. I mean, Gonzo was Darth Vader in that one. How funny would it be having like an animatronic Gonzo as Darth Vader with Kermit as Luke Skywalker or something? I don't know. They could literally take any of their properties that they have, number one, because they have a lot that they could use, and two, some of the movies that they had in the Great Movie Ride, they don't have the rights to anymore,
the hover
because of
system is
MGM
bust.
Studios, so they can't use The Wizard of Oz, they can't use that, I think it's Marlon Brando, that movie is, with the gangsters. I can't remember. There's a scene where there's gangsters involved. I can't remember. They could keep Indiana Jones. They own Indiana Jones. They could keep it. Kermit's Indy, and that's it. You know, it fit fine. It fit very funny. It was not that it was like a satire, but it was like a spoof thing. So it could work on some levels. It just take forever, upload, jump.
Don't do like Indiana Jones, like they did with the other movies.
Yeah.
Except the first one.
What do you mean except the first one?
Because I heard the first movie was good. The others.
Oh, like the Indiana Jones movies? No. Yeah, Raiders of the Lost Ark is a classic. I like Temple Doom. I know some people aren't fans of it, and there are fans of Temple Doom, but I love Temple Doom. The Last Crusade's good. Let's not talk about the last one. Let's not talk about the fourth one. Let's not talk about Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So let's not talk about Kingdom of Crystal Skull. Anyways, yeah, that is true, Epic Sans. But like the thing is, it literally, when we ended the stream, since like seriously, since it was, I think, like 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock we ended the stream. Since 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock yesterday, it has been in the waiting process, and it was only an hour and 15 minutes. It shouldn't take an entire day to upload a stream. My reaction to Scott the Wallow's videos was 2 hours and 30 minutes, and that uploaded quicker than the stream that I have waiting the process now. So if it's not done by tonight, I'm deleting it, and you guys have this stream to listen to, so it's fine. The description and the thumbnail will be changed so that way it will fit to the theme of this video. So, but I think it'd be kind of fun. And even if they don't put another Muppet ride there, you can literally put anything else in that like section where Launch Bay is. Just keep the Muppet Vision. I don't see them getting rid of the Muppet Vision, and I feel like Disney is going to forget, not intentionally, but they're going to forget because they're so swamped with everything right now. They're not even going to focus on the Muppet Vision. So this is just that idea of that if and when it happens, but I don't think it'll happen anytime soon. I like to think that, but who knows? Disney might go there and just get rid of it.
I saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier.
What's that?
Maybe I've been up here.
Muppet Live on stage that exists. Like the 80s show on stage that exists.
I wouldn't be surprised, and even if they do a revised or revamped version of it, I wouldn't be surprised on that either, because they have that Muppet Babies on like Disney Junior, I think. They have like a new one.
Yes.
Which
they have like a reboot.
Yeah, kinda. Which I'm like, okay, cool. Brings like more kids to introduce the Muppet Babies a little bit. I don't mind the new computer animation a little bit. So I think it works out fine. Although there is an interesting, like, not controversy, but there's an interesting thing that happens in the show that I heard about it and I'm like, huh.
The Gonzo dress thing?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not mad about it. I'm just kind of like, huh, I guess that's one way to look at it. I just never looked at it in that sense, because it's basically addressing Gonzo as a different gender or a different sexuality, and I'm kind of like, okay, I never took that from all these years. And I mean, if the actor that wants to confirm it, then sure, then yeah, it's considered confirmed, it's considered canon. But I feel like this is just people trying to grasp at a straw. I mean, good for people that want to think this and read into it, fine, but I'm just kind of like, sure. It's not like I'm like mad, I'm not like exhilarated about it, I'm not thrilled about it, I'm just kind of like, okay, good. If it happens, if it doesn't, then I mean, it's just, Gonzo, I always saw him as a weirdo, and that's the thing, he was a weird person, so it kind of just makes sense. He was weird, he was into chickens, you know? Like, and plus, I don't think back in the 80s and 90s, the actor that was Gonzo was like, yeah, you know what, let's make him this type of gender. I don't think that was the point, but I mean, hey, I'm not shooting down anyone's opinion. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not shooting down anyone's opinion that thinks otherwise. I mean, hey, go for it. You do you if you think that's what it was.
I have an urgent request from Madam Hydra.
Whatever the case is, then fine. But I mean, like, I'm saying that, yeah, even with the Muppet Babies, they're still relevant. The show, like, the Muppets are still a bit relevant, but they're not that relevant. The latest thing that we saw from the Muppets was the Muppets Now.
The only thing that is relevant is Muppet Babies and Sesame Street.
Well, there was the Muppets Now, which was that Disney Plus show they have, where it's basically, it's basically, I like to think.
Three things are keeping the Muppets relevant. Sesame
Four.
Street, Muppet Babies, and Muppets Now.
Or, well, actually, I don't know if they're gonna do a new season of the Muppets Now, because they did one just literally during early eras of 2020, and they were like, it was basically like the Muppet Show, but during the pandemic, which was kind of funny. And I don't think it's as funny as the original show, but hey, I think people liked it. I kind of liked it a little bit. What's it? The other thing, which is not super big, but I mean it's there. At least people can kind of look and go, oh yeah, the Muppets are still a thing. There's still the Great Moments in History over by hold on, over by, dear God, I'm gonna shoot myself. I'm kidding, but not literally. I'm just like, I'm drawing a blank, and I hate that I'm drawing a blank. Liberty Square. Liberty Square, they have the Great Moments of History with Liberty Square.
Power on.
And, apparently there's another city over there I can't get to. Which kind of stinks. But anyways, hold on a second, Raven.
Power on.
Here we go.
Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected.
Okay, I hope you're still able to hear me.
Yeah, I'm still able to hear you.
Okay, so even if that disconnects, you can still hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So they have that, and I think this past Halloween, they did the Muppets Haunted Mansion, which I thought was like nothing too like phenomenal, but I mean it was kind of cool. It was kind of fun. I actually enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Loved it. So I mean, like, I'm just little subtle things here and there that you can say, hey, the Muppets aren't super relevant, but at least you can kind of look and be like, oh, they're trying to keep themselves relevant. They're trying to keep themselves relevant.
Also, they also introduced an Asian puppet.
That's what I was trying to get at. It was like a Latino or Latina or Hispanic puppet they introduced, and then I thought I meant it was an Asian person. That's right. And they even have like actual like actors playing them, like of the nationality.
You get Emma a puppy.
What's that? I totally missed what you just said. I think I lost you there on what you literally said. But yeah, literally you can put anything else by that launch bay. I think you can literally just put anything else in that launch bay. So, if you guys have any other thoughts, any other questions, any other comments, anything like that, you can leave those in the chat. If you're checking this out later, feel free to leave anything in the comment section. Because once this is uploaded, this will be as a video. And if you guys check this out on the replay, let us know. Hey, what's happening, Void? How's it been? Yeah, thanks. I literally did this, well, not that I did this particularly, but last year, I don't know if you remember this, I don't know if you reviewed it or not, but last year, which it feels like this was not even last year, but apparently last year I did my live collab with my Twitch buddy, the Peaky Arrow, and I'll probably have a link in the description for that video after this is done live and done being viewed and all that stuff. So you guys can go check that out. That was on my OG channel. So this was basically a second live collab I had here, and Brandon was like, yo, let's do this. And I was like, okay. And
hey, you're back. Find a use for that not-so-cosmic brick?
Who are you? Godzilla? I don't know. Yo, you know, hold on, Cobra got me. It's been good. I've been really. Oh damn! It got you. It got it got to you. No, the
I figured I'd hang out here a little longer,
all
see
right,
if anything suspicious happens. You know,
don't let the
get my
Kermit
money's
disease
worth
get
up.
to you, dude. Don't let the Kermit disease like kill you or anything, man. Feel better. Feel better, and I'm just doing pretty damn good, honestly.
The bad guys sure are keeping us busy.
Yeah, yeah, you keep distracting me there, Janet. Anyways, so I don't know, I might have lost Brandon. I'm waiting for him to recuperate, because I have a feeling that was... I was just double checking, because like, I didn't hear what you said, and I was so confused on what you said, and I thought you were just needing a second to like, laugh or something like that, you know? You know what I mean? I thought you were like needed a moment to breathe and laugh, and I'm like, are you good? Like, I don't know what you said was funny, but all right. Yeah, I made a Lego custom Spider Star. That's what's up. There will be more information. There'll be a live stream on him later, not later like as in today, but later. I don't know when later, but sometime like later. You know what I mean? Like sometime, like I don't know when. I'll see what days I'm off and when I'm off and all those other things. But yeah, I got Spider Star here in the flesh in Lego form. I have like these, I said in my update video, I'm also going to say here, no, not my update video, my update stream, I'm also going to say here, if you guys want to see, like if you guys are interested, you guys are more than welcome. Stay tuned to a Lego live stream of me talking about pretty much just all things Spider Star. So like I have little known facts about him that I'm gonna say, like just little personal info on like what is he like, what has he done, and can he do, and what's gonna like A, B, and C, and what's this gonna be, you know? And if you guys have any specific questions on what heroes and villains exist in his universe, you can leave those questions for that live chat, or that live stream, which will be like it'll probably be the next stream. I don't know. Depending on things, because I don't know. I'll see what happens, because lately I've been working pretty much a good chunk of the week these past 2 weeks. So if it keeps up with where I'm working like 5 days a week and I only have 2 days off, then I'll see if I have a day off and figure out when I have a day off and when I can basically just squeeze in a stream. But yeah, well, I'm sorry. I wanted to at least put that in there for a moment, Brandon. What were you trying to tell me? Like, I was so confused what you were laughing about that. Like, you just lost it. I don't know what happened to you, dude. You said something about, we were saying about the Muppets, or you said about the Asian, Hispanic actor or person, and you said someone else, and I'm like, what?
They like in just like Asian Muppet name, like I don't know how to pronounce the name, but they did.
I think I do remember hearing some sort of info on that. But if you guys have any like questions, anything you guys want us to ask, if you want to ask me or ask Brandon, you're more than welcome to. Any other little, just fun little topics or anything you guys want our thoughts on, feel free to leave them in the chat. And oh, that's new. Hold up now. Wait. All right. Found. Oh, don't tell me. Okay, never mind. Oh, I got. Where's me? Where am I? Don't move. Fight. I had a feeling it was right. Damn it. Why you gotta be like that, Spider Star? You had to like seriously do that to me, bro. All right. Okay, where was that? I don't even remember where that gold statue was, damn it! I don't know what happened. I lost it, guys. Where was it? Anyone remember where it was? I seriously don't remember the spot. I was like just swinging along, and next thing you know, oh wait, there it is. Never mind, I found it. Okay, we're good. Okay, Epic Sans has a question for you when you get the chance, bro. This one? Yeah, it's a good one. Ooh. Oh. Thought it would do more for me, I guess not. Oh, it's one of those things. Okay, cool. But if anyone else has anything else in mind, wait, hold on. One thing to know about Brandon, he'll just be there watching,
bad
listening.
Guys, villains, crooks, enemies, whatever you want to call them.
That's not bad, you know. That's something bad, to be honest. Huh? I mean, I'm not saying that's bad, like I said. I mean, that's fine. Are you just not that talkative? I'm just curious. Like, I'm not saying that, like, just being curious, you know?
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Well, Epic Sam has asked a question.
I've been thinking about this Kang guy, and
you can answer it in like the first year
very much.
Like, cause I know you're on Discord, Epic Sam. I remember you guys were on Discord. So I think the last time, like, I think you and I spoke personally was, I think it was you, Brandon, and a few other people were playing Smash Bros. I remember, and I'm like, all right, you guys are having fun. I just sitting here not playing Smash Bros. Because no one got me a Switch. So, yeah. And hold on, let me switch for a moment. I forgot, I want to switch back to Spider Star. Let me give my dude a second. There we go. And where are you at, bro? There you are. He's all the way back in freaking, like, Nueva York. That's funny. That's fine. But anyone else that's tunes in, welcome in. Welcome. You guys are more than welcome to leave any comments in the chat, any questions in the chat, all that good stuff and more.
Looks
if
like
you guys
the
have
Cybernet
anything
is
you want to ask, you feel free to leave it in the chat. And if you guys are checking this out as a video, you're more than welcome to leave it in the comments. And you are literally, wow. I couldn't even grab him, which was so weird. It was so weird. Like, you could go.
Help!
There.
Keep up the good work.
It was so weird. That was odd. But anyways, where's me? There's me. No, wait, hold on. There's me. Hold on a sec. Where is it? Oh, there. That works. Perfect.
I wonder if the people from the past or the future would have more spacesuits in it.
But, you guys are more than welcome to leave anything in the chat, anything, any comments, anything like that whatsoever. You have any thoughts on anything that we've said about, what do you think? I know not a lot of you are Disney people or Disney World people. From what you can gather from us, what do you think about this whole Muppet Vision thing? Do you guys want to see it get replaced? Do you not want to see it get replaced? Do you think it should, what is it? Should Launch Bay be the one thing that goes from Hollywood Studios? Should it be something else? What else they do with Hollywood Studios? Because most likely, eventually, Disney will get their hands on Hollywood Studios. Like, hey, what can we do that has space? And what can we do to basically add more stuff to it besides the Star Wars stuff? I don't know. But I know they're going to be pretty preoccupied with their main three right now. All right. Thanks for stopping by, though, Epic Sans. I'm gonna chill here for a second. All right.
Whilst it could be argued that Asgard's flowing magma is aesthetically pleasing, day to day it is most inconvenient.
I just realized this. Let's try a trick.
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons. That disembodied
Let's try
voice
this
isn't
bad boy.
yelling
I
at
think
me
this will
when I
work.
walk past anymore.
I think this should work. No. I want to see this ramp, and let's see if this is true. Let's see if the legends are true. This works out, and yeah! That was kind of cool. Not gonna lie. That was pretty cool. And what am I riding? Like the Chitauri ship or something? No, it's not Chitauri ship. I don't even know what the hell I just took. I just randomly grabbed shit and just basically was like, yep, this looks cool. And just started flying. Because we're flying now. Randomly. I'm flying.
Oh, snap!
But yeah, if you guys have anything, if you can hear me well, let me know. If you can't hear me well, let me know. If you can or can't hear Brandon well, let us know. But yeah, it's funny because that with the whole thing, because they're more focused on pretty much the like the prodigal children of in terms of theme parks, because Epcot and Magic Kingdom were the first two. And then you have like the last born, because Animal Kingdom was the last one made.
Apparently there's
so
some kind of exhibition
like,
happening
I don't
up
know,
in that ruined building.
I'm making a weird analogy, but the point I'm making is like they're more worried about those three than anything. So it's not like something severe to be like, oh my gosh, this is it, it's gonna happen. It's like, no, it's just rumor stuff. So I mean, just take this stuff with a grain of salt. But if this and when this does happen, what do you guys think?
Hey,
should it go? Should it not go? And any that don't know what the Muppet Vision was, it's pretty much just like a 3D thing with the Muppets. It had that 4D feel. They had that 4D almost feel or experience.
Power on.
It had that feel to it. It would just pretty much just be the Muppets being like, hey, welcome to the studio. Here's what we got. And it's kind of funny, and we're trying to put a skit together. And they put a skit together. It's got a lot of 3D visuals and a few actors here and there that they have. I think there's animatronics. Because I think the Statland World or the animatronics, along with the bunny. What's the bunny's name? I can't remember. My life depended on it. No, ditch this. You know what, screw it. Yep, Spider-Star doesn't need to fly. He's got his webs. Oh, what the hell? How did I... Okay, that's weird. I wanted to see where my other character was, and I'm like, okay, how'd that happen?
Turns out the Cave of Dragons did have an
Alright, get out.
dragon.
It's my car now. Sorry, I'm hijacking.
Stud.
This is GTA. Don't be afraid.
Saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier?
Looked like something big was going down on top of the Avengers Mansion earlier.
Sky?
Just got released.
Nah, probably unrelated.
Daredevil. Just got one.
What now?
We just got a release date from our Daredevil. We just got one.
Oh yeah, that's been a thing for like a few days. I knew that. Hang on.
So I've been thinking about this Kang guy, and
I'm trying to remember. That was. I don't remember how many days ago that was, or how many weeks ago that was. But I do remember hearing that information because basically,
the world
it's
needs
kind of
heroes
the jig,
like you.
not the jig is up, but the bag, the cat is out of the bag a little bit. That we got confirmation that we are gonna get the Netflix series on Disney Plus. So Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, The Punisher, those shows will be coming.
Those plane tickets definitely cost.
Oh, that's just a little side mission. Dude, I need you to back out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get.
Apparently
Dude.
there's some kind of exhibition happening up in that
Super
ruined building. Man, I do not get
Come on,
that
man.
fancy art stuff.
Like, you know what? I'm gonna just go around and find my super me being stupid. Yo!
The master
God.
says I won't make any progress in my training.
You're causing a spectre jam, man!
I can't figure out
Jeez.
How do I switch this
Oh,
to
that's just one of those map things. You gotta be kidding. I did all that just to see the map thing. I thought that was a little prompt on me. Oh, here's a side mission.
Do we have any cream cheese? Huh? My mic is turned on.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Kang. I'm just kidding. Anyways, so yeah, there's confirmation of that.
I hate the way Kang watches us with those drones.
How we got
So
this confirmation was, if I remember correctly, Canada's Disney Plus is getting their Netflix, their Daredevil, Punisher, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, and Defenders, all those shows. They're getting those shows literally around the same time Moon Knight's coming out over here. Or I don't know if it's going to be the same time for them, but we wouldn't be far off. Since Canada's getting those shows, we're next, basically. If Canada gets those shows, then we're next. America's next to get those shows.
Nice to see you. Gets me every time.
He just said a freeze pun. He said a freeze pun. Kill him. Sorry. But I'm being whatever. Anyways, so I was checking something a second and I couldn't help but make that comment. But so we're not too far off from getting those shows. But my only concern is because yes, I'm excited that we're getting these shows. I've been wanting these shows to be on Disney Plus for almost ages. But okay, you know, I'm getting out of here. I'm causing a traffic jam, so I'm gonna bail. I'm gonna bounce. So the only concern I have is I have a feeling this is gonna be a problem because of how M-rated are, because technically Netflix, like the shows that are TV MA, those would be considered like television's version of an R rating. So that would kind of be a little odd to have for Disney. Like, it would be odd for us. We'd be fine with an R rating with the violence and the brutality and whatever else that happens that's violent, and the topics that are dark, and the messages that are dark, and all that stuff that's pretty much dark about those shows, and gritty about those shows. The only thing is, Disney Plus has a tendency to really edit some of the things that they do. Because a lot, like, not even R-rated content. Like, some of the content in some of the movies, you go on Disney Plus, there are some things that are kind of a little bit edited out that feel a little, like out of place, which is weird. And, like, yeah, Disney can go back and fix it, but I mean, it's weird that they kind of are just adding these little, like, for example, Disney Plus has kind of added a lot of their older movies from back in the day with a message before you watch the movie saying, hey, we want to apologize for any offensiveness, anything towards any social violence, social commentary, or anything like that of that era that was very prompt and very prominent during that era, and we apologize on that with the apologies from the Walt Disney Company. Now you may enjoy. So it's basically saying something like, oh, you want to watch Aladdin? Hey, we're sorry for any racism or any slavery or any like offensiveness. Even though people don't ask for that, don't even like complain about that stuff. Disney's still like, you know, we gotta do it because people are just so out of whack and woke today. So my point I'm making is they'll edit their films, they'll edit their things, they've edited and done some tweaks here and there. So, and I'm not trying to bosh or say say any hate towards Disney. I'm not looking for like Disney to basically come at me and be like, oh, delete, because I don't want my video to get deleted here or anything happen to this. But anyways, my point I'm making is they're gonna probably edit those Netflix shows to where they might censor some of the violent scenes or anything like that, and that's going to strip away from what kind of makes those shows really great, is those things that they talk about. Like, there's some very specific words that are said in Luke Cage, and Disney will have no shame in censoring that. And those types of words, not that they need to be heard, but it just makes the show more gritty and a little more raw and kind of that feel a little. So it's like, that's my only worry, is that Disney might start editing a little bit of the gore and might edit things out. I could be wrong, they might keep it the way it is, but I don't know. That's my only worry, and I hope Disney doesn't do it. They keep it a little bit adult, because hey, there are some things that like adults we could watch technically with what they have.
Man, don't you tell me this, right? You know Disney has put swear words in the movies, right? In that movie, right?
Well, yeah. Well, some things they can get away, but if you watch probably an older film from like the 90s or the 80s, it will say a message saying that, hey, there's offensive this and blah 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 and some social issues during this time, during this period piece, and we apologize on that. You're not wrong, but they've gone. I know, I don't know all movies have done this, but I know some movies that if you watch on Disney Plus, they will have that saying that, hey, we apologize on any offensiveness or any problems that you may have that even though people don't complain about. Like if you look at Aladdin or Emperor's New Groove or probably Beauty and the Beast or even something like Pocahontas or anything with any little issue that Disney thinks, ooh, that might not sit well with today's generation.
Ooh!
Yeah, they're gonna put that. It's just a little message. It doesn't edit or censor things. It's just kind of a little distracting. But I could be totally wrong. I could be 1,000% wrong if they don't censor those Netflix shows. So who knows? But I'd be excited if they keep it the way it is. They keep it non-edited, fully uncensored, fully explicit, and everything else about those shows. And perfect, just perfect. Honestly, just keep it the way it is. No fixing. No need to fix it. If it's not broken, it doesn't need to be tweaked. It is perfectly fine the way it is. So
there was some questionable training taking place on the mountain earlier. Must be some new kind of ancient martial art or something.
Oh, snap! I went to get a hairdryer to thaw off that frozen guy in the cave, but I got totally distracted. Ooh, that rock looks like my mom.
Oh, boy.
So I've been thinking about this Kang guy, and I don't think I care for him very much.
Chilly up here, huh? Like, more chilly.
You want me to
I'm gonna start switching characters. I just realized I want to kind of switch my character a little bit. Actually, no. Speaking of Moon Knight, let me bring in the big boy himself. Big Boy's having a big day today, even though it's not his day yet, but March is his big day. March is his big month today, because he gets to have his Disney Plus show. And it's cool. It's like, yeah, Daredevil gets to be on Netflix. I think Daredevil's here somewhere. I don't remember. I think Daredevil's in this game. I don't remember. Anyone remember if he's in this game if I don't find him? I can't recall.
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons.
Which is a shame.
That disembodied voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past anymore.
Wait, hold on.
Like I've been walking for hours.
No. I know, I'm just trying to remember where he's at. Like, I know he's somewhere like in the top like 3 rows. Where are you, Daredevil? I want to have the boys out, like literally the boys, not the boys like from the Amazon show, but like the boys, the Netflix boys. And you know what? I whether people ask me this or not, I'm gonna say it here. Yes, I'm very happy that they did. I'm very happy that the Spider-Man did the meme. I'm happy they did it. They finally did it, guys. Ladies and gentlemen.
Here comes Daredevil.
I'm happy they actually
did that. The man without
There's
fear.
Daredevil. Does he do his thing? Oh, I love this. This is what I love about Daredevil in this game. Is that he's got his little like swing, his little like circus swing a little. And he's got his little batons that swing around. It's actually kind of cool. Oh, he can't do the thingy. Okay, that's fine. So let's have these guys hang around, hang out with each other for a moment. So Daredevil could be like, yeah, I'm gonna be on Disney Plus. You hear this, Disney? You better not censor me. This is an unofficial Daredevil voice right here. Anyways. And then Moon Knight's coming out this month. So there's some things to look forward to this month. We have Batman that came out this week, or that's coming out this weekend. We have Moon Knight that's going to be at the end of this month, or in the middle of this month. We've got Disney Plus stuff coming our way. This is going to be pretty cool. And if you guys have any more questions, any more comments, any more suggestions, I'll still take suggestions. I know it could be a while until I do uploads again, but I'll still take those suggestions. Like, for example, I know there's plenty of requests I have, but hey, bear with me. It'll take some time because I'm still having like weird issues with my device and also the other stuff I just gotta do personally. And once that's taken care of, then I can hopefully start doing some uploads again, and then I'll look at those requests and everything. So I'll definitely still take those into consideration. It'll be a while, but I'll take those into consideration. And if you got anything, Brandon, you're more than.
Not like a lot of things looking forward for both movies and games. We got Moon Knight, Daredevil. We got.
Well, all of the Netflix shows, of course.
Kirby and.
Well, non-Disney related. Yeah, we got Kirby. I forgot Kirby's coming out this month. I forgot, and I think this year or next year, Sonic New Frontiers. It's really just kind of cool, Daredevil, and that like look at that swish. Like, that's kind of dope. I don't know why. It's kind of cool. Like, listen to the way, like, when you hear that, like, baton, like, swing.
What are these
right there.
sandwiches?
Damn it, speaking
Many delicious murmurs.
Alright, sit tight, Matt. Yeah, I love that. It's so good.
Power on.
Oh, that's right. That's right. The Star Wars game. Which, like, what do you guys think about the Star Wars game coming out? Like, I want to hear your thoughts on it, and what do you think too? Like, feel free to chime in on this too, Brandon, if you want, because I'm I'm torn because I remember at first I was really excited, and then I'm seeing people that are like, oh my gosh, I love it. Oh my gosh, I hate it, and I'm like confused. Why the hate? Like, can someone fill in the context for me? Like, why everyone's like hating on it now suddenly? Is it like graphics? Is it gameplay? Is it DLC? Is it the story? I'm confused. Like, not that I don't want to be like.
That game was even coming out next month.
Maybe that's why, because it's being pushed back so many times that people aren't really that hyped for it anymore. Like people fill me in. Like, anyone that knows like kind of the details of what's been happening.
Okay, that is on Disney. We're pushing it back so much.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. Well, I guess that's under their wing. I know. Well, yeah, Star Wars is under their wing, but I forgot the Lego game is under their wing. Like they're making the Lego game.
Surveillance drones
I forgot about that. But the thing is,
well, I don't want to say it's this fault for people not being hyper new. I would say you should put the blame on Lego. They pushed that game back too much.
I hate the way Kang watches us with those drones.
Like, wait, hold on.
Tampering with a Kang surveillance drone is a punishable offense.
I saw a thingy. Wait, hold up. I saw something purple here. I know it's not a big deal, but I'm trying to think for a second. I saw, like, literally something just sitting here. Look at those little feet kicking. That was funny as hell. Oh, I saw that flying around. I'm like, what in the world is that?
Kang is watching you.
Oh, you! Okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. All right, fair enough. He's like a surveillance bot. That's kind of cool. Well, I don't know if Disney is kind of associated with the what is it? The Rise of Skywalker, the Skywalker Saga game. I don't know if they're working on it. I know they might be attached because hey, they own Star Wars, but I don't think they're involved. Like, for example, the Lego Marvel Avengers... No, actually, they made that game, I think. Lego Marvel Avengers. The Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, when I'm playing here, I don't think they were involved in this. Disney wasn't involved in this because they weren't... Because of, well, there was something that happened with a voice actors, like, rights, or a voice actors guild, or something happened in 2017. Which, I don't know what even happened. I tried looking it up. I don't know what even happened. Like, voice actors like rights or awareness or guild or something happened where they had voice actors they're gonna have for the 2017 like this game right here back in 2017.
Citizens are reminded that every waking moment
like,
of their lives is being
retaliated or they rioted or something where they were trying to basically speak their voice, and they wind up getting a lot of new talent and newbies. Like that's why a lot of voice actors in this game you do not recognize. These are new people. So some of the people in this game are very good, and some of the people in this game are very bad. And it shows. It seriously shows in the cast. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm gonna give you an example of not someone bad. I'm gonna give you an example of an actor who I think is actually good in this game. I don't know him, but he's got a good voice. Like, no honest to God joke. He's got a good voice. Black Panther.
I must protect my people in this strange new world.
Listen to that. That ain't no Chadwick, but that sounds good. That sounds really good. I like the voice actor for Black Panther. I don't know the cast because these are newbies. Like, everyone is in this cast is newbies. Like, for example, they were supposed to have Patrick Stewart voice Kang the Conqueror in this game, and they didn't. I think because of the whole voice actor rights or whatever it's called, boom, they didn't get Patrick Stewart, so they got someone else, like a sound-alike almost. He's not a voice actor, but well, actually, well, I don't know, but real quick thing, Patrick Stewart isn't a voice actor, but he has lent his voice to some characters before. He has lent his voice to Charles Xavier in video games, and for any American Dad fans, he's the boss, like Stan's boss, if I remember correctly. So it's kind of funny when he plays that character, just how like he is. I don't know, it's just the way his character is. It's just, I don't know. It's just. I'm not familiar with that. I don't think.
He's the voice of Cyborg.
What's his name, you said? I missed... What do you mean? I'm right about what? Which thing? The voice for Black Panther here, or just like the voice acting in this game? Or something else? What'd you say his name was? You said he was Cyborg, right?
Yeah, I because Gino Robinson is the voice of Cyborg.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that voice for Cyborg. I'm thinking of the Teen Titans guy. I can never say that guy's name, and I feel bad because he's really good at Cyborg. But hey, that's cool. I'm not familiar with. You said Xena?
Isn't Hydra Square just
Something
beautiful?
Robbins? So I'm like,
All
right.
lit up and shiny.
About time somebody stood up to that Kang fella.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know. He's funny, but like, basically the point is like Patrick is not a full-on actor. Not full-on actor. Full-on voice actor. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Because he is a full-on actor. Are you kidding? Full-on voice actor, but he has lent his voice to roles before. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was his voice in the Multiverse of Madness. Just saying, folks. You know, because. Like, I know a lot of us are already like, yep, like Patrick's gonna be in Multiverse of Madness.
That guy driving the Sphinx through town. That was
Man, it's just gonna be so crazy.
Right?
I'm excited. I'm really excited. And honestly, what's funny is,
Hey there!
what is it? Oh Jesus, I'm getting so lost now. I'm like dragging Black Panther on this whole adventure, and I don't even know where I'm at.
Of
Yo,
course, I don't
I
feel
think
bad about
speaking
turning
of Black
my younger
Panther,
brother.
Moon Knight, off topic for a second.
Can you think of
I
anything
think
more
there has been a
insulting
comic
to the
where Moon
supremacy
Knight
of the
and
Empire?
Black Panther actually did a thing together. Fact check me if I'm wrong or right, but I think there was something that happened with Moon Knight and Black Panther, and I think I just made Black Panther do something.
I can't wait for today's 4 o'clock
I'm stuck in this puzzle. I don't want to do this puzzle. I'm too lazy.
Imagine being outside of the authority of President Zola.
Oh,
The
God, I'm
thought
stuck
of it
in this
makes me
literal
sad
puzzle. I don't
for
wanna do
those
this puzzle right now. I'm
unlucky
too
enough
bored.
to
I'm
be
too lazy.
enslaved by
Alright, let me whip this thing out of
so-called
here.
freedom.
Where are you at, Spidey? Hey, Pete. Where you at? There's Pete.
Time to swing into action.
Did you see the dogfight earlier? It was all... Oh man, I'm going down! Or words to that effect.
Alright, I have no idea what that was about. But anyways, I was gonna say, I'm starting to get more and more excited for Batman and the Multiverse of Madness than Flash movie. Which, I don't know if that's saying anything,
It's
but
Red Skull
like, I'm
Tuesday.
excited for Flash, but at the same time I'm a little worried from what I've been hearing about the Flash, so I don't know.
What have
That's
you
just me.
just got against Kang? What's the problem with it? Well, anyway.
Are you excited for like the new Jupiter Rescue Ranger movie or no?
Oh, I'd say I am. I'm surprised that I actually legit am, like not like super excited, but I'm like, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like when I saw that trailer, I was like, you know, I never thought I would be this kind of excited for a Rescue Ranger movie. Because when I first heard the idea, I was like, oh, cool. And then maybe I forgot about the idea, and then when they actually gave us the trailer and the announcement of it being on Disney Plus, I'm like, okay. I mean, all right. And I'm gonna say this again. I don't mind that it's their voices. I don't mind that it's John Mulaney and Andy Samberg, because I know it might be a little jarring for some people, because like it's not their voices. Like we've never complained about. We've never complained about. Give me a second. Hold on. I got it. Hold on. Help me out here, internet. Hang on. No one, to my knowledge, no one complained about Danny Pudi, Ben Schwartz, and Bobby Moynihan being the voices of Huey, Dewey, and Louie in the DuckTales reboot, and everyone was kind of fine and cool with their voices being their voices. So just I don't know. So I know some people that are like, oh, they should have had the actual voices. I'm like, I'm fine with their voices being their voices. I'm fine with Andy Samberg sounding like Andy Samberg, being Chip and Dale, and John Mulaney is John Mulaney. So I'm like, that's not the worst thing I'm worried about. I kind of like the whole meta culture that they're like, they're a phenomenon. They're
Dale was one of the voices of Chip and Dale. How would you feel?
What's that? How'd I feel about what?
This is a safety feature, not a dance pad minigame.
Adam Sandler? It's not Adam Sandler, but I mean, if he was one of them, it wouldn't feel right. It wouldn't feel right. It'd be weird. It'd be a little weird, like hearing his voice coming out one of the chipmunks. I don't know. I like that it is like, because both Mulaney and Andy Samberg are very funny comedians. I like that it's got that self-awareness. They're like, we're in this world where we're pop culture phenomenons and all these other things. You know, a lot of that fans, like all those fans that wanted this show, and even that little nudge of that, hey, we should reboot it. No, we shouldn't. Like, it's just things like that.
No reboot, no one likes reboot.
It's because, and I like that it's like, it's not even a reboot, it's a comeback.
Come over here,
you know, that kind of works. That kind of works. So, and yeah, it was kind of cool seeing them rock their outfits like the Indiana Jones Magnum PI attire. Because what's funny is that the outfits that they obviously wear, which one's kind of obvious, the other isn't that obvious, because people recognize Indiana Jones, but Dale's Hawaiian shirt is from Magnum PI, which if you guys know the show, but yeah, it's funny because they're like almost idolized and almost meant to look like both Indiana Jones and Tom Selleck from Magnum PI. I forgot Tom Selleck's character's name in that show though, but yeah, pretty much Tom Selleck.
I just want to know, why is Dale live action while Chip's being animated? Why is that a thing? What?
They made that joke of that, oh, I decided to CGI myself because they decided to, I think they made it like a mixed hybrid thing like they did with, like when you have something like Mary Poppins where it's live action and it's animation kind of blended together, or Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Space Jam, New Legacies, or Tom and Jerry, but...
I mean, you can say those, sure, but those are really bad choices to, like, make examples of. But hey, you do you, man, you do you. But you probably wouldn't be too wrong, but yeah, it's kind of that same thing that I wouldn't have used those. I wouldn't have used those. But hey, I mean, speaking of Roger Rabbit, they actually do reference Roger Rabbit, which I'm like, hey, that's kind of, what the heck? Oh, never mind. I thought that said something else. I'm like, who the hell is that? I'm like, okay. I got like, I literally got a friend request from somebody, and I thought
that My Little Pony characters are in a Chip and Dale movie. Are we just going to ignore the fact?
No, I don't think we aren't. It's just funny because it's just because they're at a convention, so you're gonna see like probably people and animations
I picked up a crime
and
taking
characters
place near your
and all sorts of
location.
stuff like that.
Can you go take a look?
I'm just swinging along to the Spidey song. Anyways, I don't know. It's not that huge of a deal that, oh my gosh, they're in the movie. Although it was kind of funny again that the Roger Rabbit, they're doing the Roger Rabbit with Roger Rabbit. I don't know. I like those little subtleties. I'm just curious of, like, it's not a big, huge deal, but I know it's not gonna be a huge deal, but I'm really curious if for Monterey Jack, are they gonna use Peter Cullen, or are they gonna use Jim Cummings? I mean, I'm not gonna really care which voice actor they use. Both of them have voiced the character. I'm just curious. And you even have Gadget. So I'm wondering if even the actress who's Gadget is still around. I think and someone said help?
Hey, love your uniforms, guys. Very, uniform, I guess.
Why can't I? There it is. I was like, wait, why can't I circle and pick up and all these other things? This is so bizarre. Team up. Oh, I wanted to team up. Team up. Come on, man.
Thank you for rescuing.
Alright. That would be cool. Spidey and Moon Knight team up. Oh, actually, you know what? Speaking of team ups, hang on. The next team up we could possibly wind up seeing for Marvel or for Spidey is literally these two bunch right here. If I can find him again. These two bunch up again, which sounds like a dream come true because of No Way Home. Because honestly, that was still cool. Like, I literally I saw it a second time this past weekend, and I'm so glad I did because it's just I can't get enough of it. I really can't. And even when I knew the scene was gonna happen, when Matt just sits down next to Peter Parker, I was like, there he is! I was like, there he is! There's the man! There he is, Charlie Cox! It's just one of those moments, and No Way Home just had a bunch, and I can't.
The following locations will be renamed.
I'm literally sitting there in the theater with my girlfriend, and I almost felt like a little kid again just watching this. I was like, yes, it's happening! I was like, yeah! And then she was teasing me. She was like, you saw this before, so why are you there was a moment when there's something that brought me to tears, and then she was like, why are you crying about it again? I was like, it still gets me.
There's a crime happening near you. Can you see it? Go teach those guys a lesson.
And where do I gotta go? But yeah, anyone else that has any comments, any questions, any suggestions, leave them so in the chat. We'll look at them momentarily, and I think...
You seen that superhero supply store? Lady who runs it always seems to be in some sort of trouble. Yesterday she was purple.
This is the future, huh? Well, maybe we should cut back on the fossil fuels like that smart futurologist guy.
Major topic. So, it's just laid back now. And where is their baddies?
I feel like I've been walking for hours.
Apparently there's some kind of exhibition happening up in that ruined building. Man, I do not get this.
There we go. That's what I want.
So, you've returned for some more hot joust action.
I'm just gonna stand here for a
Ellie
moment.
is ready when you are. If you have a buddy, you can joust against each other. If not, let me know, and I'll get Winston to saddle up. Oh, sure, he'll complain, but that's what he gets for eating my yogurt.
Good to know, my friend. I guess.
Days are numbered. I can feel it in the air. Also, that giant sword ship falling out of the sky probably doesn't bode well for him.
Oh, jeez. And anyone else that's still in the chat, feel free to say what's up or anything like that. I'm not even sure who's even still alive or who's still here, to be honest. Which is fine, but I'm just curious, that's all.
Let's see if we can go a whole day without any trouble, shall we?
If you guys want to see more live collabs, let me know. I have another one in mind, but I think the next time, if I ever do a live collab, it'll actually, I can get someone actually physically here, and we can not have to worry about the issue that Brandon Williams and I had yesterday. Which, it's nothing against neither of us, it's just a weird technical difficulty issue that I couldn't even do about, and I literally can't do anything about it. I'm literally just sitting here, and my video is probably not even up still.
As you can see,
am I right?
we're still here. Some people don't know when to call it a day.
So, it's out of my control, to be honest. And if you guys want to check out my previous videos, I did a short for Marvel Madness. Excuse me. Since you guys are like, oh, more Marvel stuff. I'm like, alright, cool. Since I did that last year, and you guys said, hey, you should try and make it a yearly thing, then I'm like, alright, it kind of fits. So, March Marvel Madness,
across the world to get to Kunlun, and now it's right in my backyard.
If you guys have any short suggestions,
and martial art mastery, maybe
in the comment section, and hopefully my audio is good, and then Brandon's audio is good. If you guys can hear us or can't hear us, let us know.
Hey, at least we still have our health. Oh, come on.
There was some,
But back to the whole live collab thing. I think because my friend, my bro, my buddy Jaden T over on J&T Inc., I guess Brock positioned me an idea to do a live collab. I could actually get him over here and we can do it over here, or I can do it over by his place, whatever works. Still would be a live stream, live collab with him and I just talking, and he was like, oh dude, you should kind of do a video where it's like, oh, whatever happened to J&T Inc. because he used to do content, and now he hasn't been able to do it lately because of whatever stuff has been going on with him, so fair enough, life has just been doing stuff for him, and he's been doing things with life, so he was like, you should do that, and I'm like, okay. Sounds like a plan, and I'll have you featured. Cool. And I just... Oh, there it is. That's the golden brick stuff. Ow. And if you guys,
I've been thinking about this Kang guy.
Feel free to leave him here.
Don't think I care.
Wait, what did I just say? Oh, never mind.
The Statue of Liberty look a little off to anybody else?
Cool.
No? Just me?
Yeah, I think it's just you, whatever you were talking about. I don't really know, to be honest.
These constant villain attacks are no joke. Seriously, though.
That's a dad joke. I'm sorry. That is such a dad joke.
Supply store? The lady who runs it always seems to be in some sort of trouble. Yes, purple. You'll learn to tune it out.
Here, you want your snow? Here's your snow. Let's not build a snowman.
Citizens
there.
will be pleased to know that my incredible Kango rail service is now free.
That's kind of cool how you just sit there like, yes, yes. The power of the sun, the palm of my hand. I'm gonna give you guys a few more minutes. If you have any more questions, any more thoughts, anything like that, and as I'm just gonna roam around here.
But I got totally distracted. Ooh, that rock looks like my mom.
I'm gonna destroy that rock. I don't know. Are there any more snowmen I want to stomp around? Why not? There's gold there, though. You know what? No. I got an idea. I got an idea. Stay there, Otto. You stay there, Otto. I got an idea. Time to call in the man to action.
Really dangerous out there.
Where did you go? Darn it, it's been a while since I've looked at this roster. I really need to remember where everyone's at. And again, it's not that big of a deal.
Looked like something big was going down on top of the Avengers Mansion earlier.
I promise my next suit will be able to deal with this kind of thing.
I wish that giant fireball...
Well, this is
no one didn't want to do that.
Sorry. Does that sound
do
like
that.
bragging?
There we go.
Good.
It does. Joy. Alright, anyways. Back to Octus smashing stuff, because why not? Oh, wait, get back here.
That disembodied voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past anymore.
I hope my audio's actually been working good.
Right, let's go get that Nexus
Anyone let me know
fragment
if
out of the
anything's
cave.
been working fine. If it hasn't been working fine, please do so.
Got it. Aw, man.
All this snow gear's a waste of money, huh?
Be like, yar!
Fake news reports are being
Yar!
circulated saying people don't like being part of Metropolis. Citizens are reminded that watching or listening...
President Bear...
Wait!
Stole my cactus.
Wait! President Bear reference!
I flew across the world to get
President
to Kunlun,
Bear!
and now it's right in my backyard?
I don't know.
Really?
The 1920s, I guess?
What? What is this man saying?
Alright.
He referenced President Bear! Yo, it's been a while since we heard about President Bear!
I'll have a medium large bird cage.
Okay. No, but I'm not really a fan of Pokemon, to be honest. I don't know. It wasn't really my thing when I was younger, and I can see why people like it. I know some things and facts about it, but it just never became my thing, and there's something here. That was cool, the reference to President Bear.
The world needs heroes like
Do you remember, if anyone in the chat... What's that? It's another Juggernaut franchise? Oh, I mean, yeah, more or less. We need President Bear back. Wait! Why hasn't President Bear been a playable character in this game? That one's so cool. You know how cool it'd be to play as a bear with the little president hat? I know it's not that super important, but come on. President Bear is just... He's an OG. He's an OG since like a Marvel, like the first one or the Avengers.
I've been walking for hours.
Like that was kind of cool. I was like, yo, Joe.
Brought enough layers.
Actually, I just used a star over here. Nothing. Okay. Oh shit! I forgot that Doc could do that.
Lady who runs it always seems to be in some sort of trouble. Yesterday she was purple.
Actually, is my end good, or can you check to see if my end or my audio is doing well there, Brandon? Like on the stream. Okay. Cool.
Now, but I have to ask. Did anyone ever sort out that
any other snowman I can get rid of while we just roam around here? If not, I might give it just a few more minutes, and I think that might call it. Is there anything else, or if we got anything else?
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons. That disembodied voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past it.
The Statue of Liberty look a little off to anybody else? No? Just me?
No, not at all. Not at all. It's perfectly fine. It's got a man face. It's always had a man face.
I've been up here too long.
No? Maybe?
That cool lock Dr. Strange has on his sanctum.
Nothing must get in the way of my plan.
Why? Like, hold up. That's so weird. I came in.
We learn from our failures.
Now I should be able to do it. Why? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I can't even do my own circle move. Darn it! I want to do a super with Octavius. Man, that would be cool. Super science and super genius billionaire over here.
You seen that superhero supply store? Lady who runs it always seems to be in some sort of trouble.
Actually, what is
Yesterday she was purple.
I don't get that.
You'll learn to tune
it
out.
Hold on 1 second. My circle's... How can I, like, grab someone? Or a grab prompt? Or a circle prompt? That makes no sense. Good of Iron Man, and we're gonna, I don't know, pick a random person to be Kang.
Kang the Conqueror shall rule over...
Really? He doesn't have a flying thing? He doesn't have his hovercraft? Or he doesn't have anything he can just fly around on? Huh. Hold up. Turn you back on.
Power on. Hey, at least we still have our health. Oh, come on.
Oh, yo, there we go. Now we're talking. Give me that back. Give me that back. Yo, no. Give me that back. Give me that back. I want that. Yeah. I got that destroyer gun or something, I think it is. Or whatever that gun was from the Avengers, I want to say. Let me see. Does it look like it in Lego form? I'm curious. Yo, that kind of does a little bit. Oh, that's some sort of like cannon. That looks super cool.
My assets have been frozen. Get it? Because the city's literally frozen? But yeah, I'm also snowed under with debt.
Oh gosh. These puns are killing me. These are worse than Mr. Freeze puns. I'm not saying a lot.
There was some questionable training taking place on the mountain earlier. Must be some new kind of ancient martial art or something.
Cowboy Batman's back, baby. Oh, alright. I think this will do it. You have anything else you want to add, Brandon?
That frozen guy in the cave, but I got totally distracted. Ooh, that rock looks like
no
my
final
mom.
thoughts, no final flicking thoughts, no questions, no anything else you want to add to this?
If I have to listen to one more of those Kang announcements, ooh, I'm gonna do something.
Alright, well, I think we're gonna find a spot to end off on. Let's go somewhere away from the snow. Although the snow looks nice, we're gonna get away from the snow.
Goons, bad guys, villains,
Yeah,
crooks,
I'm not dealing with them. I'm
them
sorry. I'm already far away. I'm too far away to reach them. I'm sorry, Wasp, but I'm already busy with something else. So it was nice. It was nice seeing you there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this live collab. There won't be that. Well, if you guys want to see more, let me know. I'm gonna try and do some more. I'm gonna try and do some more live streams, some more other content. Uploads will be a little postponed due to just a lot of technical issues and just things I'm gonna have to just figure out and I guess tinker with and whatever stuff I can do to fix it. And just little, just not like it's bad. It's just like personal stuff I just gotta do. Stuff in life and paying things like bills and just doing adult stuff pretty much. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please smash that button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I do awesome videos every day, every week. Make sure you ring that bell. I do new videos every day, every week. Share the video with your family, friends, all that good stuff and more. Leave those suggestions, comments, you name it. I'll look into it. And thanks again for Brandon Williams for being featured on here. I know he doesn't really have too much content going on, but if you want to go support him on anything, he's got a Twitch you can go follow him on. You can go sub to his channel on YouTube. He uses it just to check out content creators, all that stuff. If you want to go find out where he's at, you can go find him there. Thanks again for being on here, Gary. This is kind of cool. It's fun. Chill. At least we at least got this uploaded. I know the first one's not gonna get uploaded, but we at least got this one uploaded. Most likely,
he was super rude to me
when I went to say
hi
like
before.
a good couple of minutes or so.
World's not been destroyed yet.
It'll be fine. My schedule in terms of what to expect, in terms of like, oh, what's gonna be the next video, it'll probably be just like scheduled shorts I have. You guys can go check out. If you have any short ideas, let me know. Like if there's a Marvel short you want to see, or if there's like a theory or something you want me to talk about. I still can't hit that circle button, which is weird.
I do so
if you want me to like do like, hey, there was a video you had, maybe you can make you
like
there's a short moment you can do here, you know,
hidden inside,
something like that. If you saw something like that in any of my videos on this channel or on my OG channel, let me know. I'll feel free to do those in the comments, and I'll do those and look at those and all that stuff. And I still, wow.
I'll play some Hexagon Blitz on my break. Just a little bit, though. If I spend another 2-hour lunch lost in the hexagons, the boss is gonna blitz me.
Look out for just streams and some content I have scheduled already in advance and probably pre-recorded in advance. I'm trying to think real quick what else did I have before I go. I think that is it. Like I said, my work schedule is a little just not wonky. It's just gonna be a little like it'll flip-flop, mix, match, change, all that stuff. So whenever I can, I'm gonna try and upload some things whenever possible.
Hey there.
Make sure you share the video with family and friends, all the good stuff and more. Anything like that whatsoever. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.